Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Bo here from Guitars and Games. I have another reaction video for you. This one is Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. I have heard a lot of stuff about this song recently. It's been blown up a little bit. People have been saying really good things, people have been saying really bad things, so, I don't know. When about half is good and half is bad, you never know if it's any good. I thought we'd react to it and see what the whole deal is. I don't know much about it. I don't know what it's about, and honestly, the only thing I know is that a lot of people have been talking about it, so we're gonna check it out. Before we start that, I just want to say thank you everybody for coming. We have reached, thanks to you all, first level of monetization, so supers are now available, and I am setting up channel memberships now and getting that all set up. So if there's anything you all think should be a perk in the channel membership, let me know and we can work that out. But let's get into it. Yeah. So this is a very sparse recording. I know it's just him singing and guitar, so but let's go. Let's find out what this is about.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
Oh my, well, first off, just real quickly, his voice, I love his voice. I love that, like, Tyler Childers has it too, that, like, kind of lonesome wail to their voice, old country wail. It's a style you hear a lot. Like, I'm guessing he's from Virginia, and I'm from Kentucky. We're right next to each other. And this is coal country out here, where a lot of the coal is mined in the United States, and that sound is very Appalachian Mountains. Let's keep going. That's a lot. His voice is good.
My troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians.
So I'm guessing he's talking about DC, which is north of Richmond, Virginia. I mean, it's hard, like, I can see why some people might not like this song. I mean, genre aside, or style choice aside, it's a little adversarial, but you always have to look at history you always have to check your history, because you always have to know where something is coming from to understand it. And whether you want to change it or not, you have to understand its origins. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but let's keep going.
Look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got.
Oh my God, that was a burn, wasn't it? Burn and a half there.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could
making me
just wake
sad.
up and it not be true, but it is. All it is, living in a new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
It's a great guitar, too.
I've been selling my soul, working all day,
Doggo.
overtime hours for bullshit pay.
I like it. Kind of makes me sad, but I like it. Oh, man. Well, I can see why some people have a little bit of an issue with it. It's a kind of an adversarial song. It's more like a F you, type, it's all bullshit type song. But, I mean, if you go back in history and look at the beginning of the unions, the beginning of coal mining in West Virginia and Kentucky, and the things that people went through in the coal mining, and I'm not talking about anything related to gender, race, any of that. I am just going down to straight economics. The people in Eastern Kentucky and Virginia and West Virginia in coal country have been shit on by the government and companies for hundreds of years. And 100 years. Since the coal started, since the Industrial Revolution, since they've just been shit on, and they've been manipulated and beaten down, and basically, and like the old 16 tons, what do you get? Another day, hold her hand deeper and dead. Yo, I sold my soul to the company store. So, they used to, you would have the town around the mines in West Virginia and Kentucky, and the coal company would own the town, and the coal company owned the grocery, and the coal company owned everything. And you had to buy everything from the coal company. And it used to get to the point where people were, not getting paid because they owed the coal company for, food. Because the coal company wouldn't pay them a decent amount and then charge them more for the food. And they get locked into a debt cycle with the coal company. And they'd be trapped. Generationally trapped. Like fathers, like the debts passing on to the children type trapped. And people in Eastern Kentucky and West Virginia and Virginia have been crapped on by the government for years. And it makes you angry, and when you see stuff on the news, and the thing is, it's not even like a political party issue. It's like power issue. That's what it really is. It's a power issue. And it's the people in power want to keep their power, and the people who aren't in power resent the people who are in power. And that's just how it goes. And that's just life. And, you know, and he's coming from a history of being crapped on and shit on by companies and governments for hundreds of years. So, like, you know, it may sound angry, and and it's not, who's to say it's an undeserved anger at the world, you know? I mean, it's hard when, the line from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. You never know a man till you've walked a mile in his shoes. You know, we can update that to 2023. You never know a person until you walk a mile in their shoes. Which is, you always need to know where somebody comes from, where somebody's point of view is coming from, to understand it, and to hopefully either work with them or not work with them, but you need to understand. You need to know. It's just like, when you're on the factory line in some crap factory in Kentucky and you're getting your paycheck and you barely make any money to, like, maybe you can pay your rent and eat. But that's still, this is still going on. Like today, 2023, September 21st, 2023. There are people in Kentucky and Eastern Virginia, who still can't, who have to decide, do we eat or do we have electricity this month? Do we eat or, do we have lights on in the house? Do we have heat? In the winter months, are we going to not eat but have heat? This shit still goes on every day, and it's insane. And it's, and you've got things where they're like, the government spent $12 billion on, toilet paper or whatever, something stupid like that. And it's perfect example. Here's the perfect example for you. Out in front of my house. 15 years ago, God, it's already been 15 years. My daughter was born. The day she was born, they repaved our street. 6 months later, they dug up the new pavement to fix gas lines. Not because they were broken, just for maintenance. Then they patched the street. 6 months later, they tore the street up again and repaved it. 6 months after that, they tore it up and fixed water lines, sewer lines. Then they repaved it, and then they tore it up. So in the space of like a year and a half, they paved and tore up our street 4 times. I mean, that is the government's in a nutshell right there. You're sitting there paying the government to tear up and repave the same street over and over and over again, and nothing ever changes. That's it. And that is sad. You wonder why there's a lot of people who are angry and upset, And wouldn't you be? All right. I'm done ranting. I'm going to get, my blood pressure's going to go up. I need to stop. You all have a great day. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. I will see you all. Bye.